everyone. Good afternoon. Yeah, so my name is Ankita Mistry and my colleague Mr. Vishal. We both will be conducting this webinar for you guys today. Okay, so welcome to this session for World of Coding. All right, so you must have now understood that we are going to learn something about coding in this whole session. So before I start, a few rules. We all know what the rules are, right? Still, we need to reinstate them. So everybody, all the students present over here have to turn on their video. You have to mute yourself. You have to refrain from chatting, while we are speaking. Yeah, there will be times when we'll be asking you for answers. That time you have to use the chat box. All right. And whenever you wish to speak something which is, I hope it is quite urgent, just raise your hand and let us know. We'll give you a chance to speak. Keep a paper and pen ready. You'll be needing it for an activity. Okay. Also, if you wish to take down some points, you can use the pen and paper and give a thumbs up via reactions or, in the video mode to say okay, or you want to say you agree. All right, everyone. Shall I start? Yeah. So low energy. You guys didn't have lunch? Come on, guys. Can I have a thumbs up? I'm waiting. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. So in today's session, we'll see why coding is important. We'll also do programming of a robot. Okay, it's called Mbot, and you will also see, some basics of machine learning and artificial intelligence through an activity. Okay. So this first we'll start with an activity so you guys can have some fun. So this activity is called coded. Okay, now what is this coded? I'm going to give you a word. You need to encode it. Now what I am going to use today is a Caesar cipher. Okay, so what we all present over here are going to do is I will give you an English word. Okay, you have to encode it. Okay, so this whole thing has to be done using a Caesar cipher. Now, what is this Caesar cipher? You have, all the letters of English alphabet, right? So we have these letters. We just shift the sequence of the letters either a few places to the right or to the left. Okay, in this particular picture, if you see, A, B, C, D, E, F is written in the correct sequence properly. Below it, you have X, for A and Y for B, which means that it has been shifted 3 places to the right. Okay, so what happens? A goes below D. So wherever you want to write D, if you want to write Delhi, so D will be replaced by A. So to better understand this, we'll see an example. Okay, so eyes on the screen, everyone. So this is the example. The word is sun. Okay, and it is encoded and it becomes PRK. How did this become? So we'll have to see the key for this. On the top row in this key, we have all the letters of the English alphabet, and below it we have the key. Okay, so this key, if you see, 3 places to the right, it has been shifted. You can shift any number of places to the right or to the left. The only thing is you should not mix it up. That's it. So over here, let's convert this word sun into a code. Okay, so first letter is S. If you see below S, we have P, right? So that's why I have represented S as P. Then we have U. Below U, what do we have? We have R, right? That's representing U as R over here. And then we have N. Below N, we have K. So we have PRK. Now, if I give this to you, PRK, you will be able to, decode that, yeah, this is the word sun, right? But if I give this to my next door neighbor, will he understand that I meant sun by this? No, because he does not have the key. We, on the other hand, have the key. So this key will help us to encode and send a message. It's like a small game that we can play with ourselves. So I'm going to give you words. Okay. So is everybody ready? Can I have a thumbs up from everyone? Okay, perfect. So pen and paper would be required. So the just instructions. First, you will be given a key like the one that I had shown earlier. Then you have to encode the given word or a phrase within the given time limit, and you have to put the answer in the chat box. All right. So ready for the first word, everyone? I'm going to show you the first word. So this is your word and this is your key. All right. And your time starts now. Remember to put the answers in the chat box.
We have answer from Bhavya. I think Agatya and Aman is there.
Heather, Aman, Aman, I think you got something wrong. Okay. Imran is also answering. Okay, okay, perfect. I think time's up already. My timer just froze in between. All right, so time's up. Timer froze because I accessed my chat box. All right. So I'll be revealing the answer now, everyone. You can cross check it. Okay, so many of you got correct answers. We got the answers in the chat. Very good. I hope you are all geared up now. It's time for the next word. Everyone's ready? Give me a thumbs up. I'll move on to the next. Okay. All right. So next is a phrase. Okay, you need to convert this phrase. And this is the key. I'm going to give you 1 minute time for this. I hope this is enough. Come on, time starts now. Okay, we are getting answers now. Okay, time's up. I got answers from a few students. Very good, very good, very nice. So I'm going to reveal the answer now. So this is the answer. So I think in chat, most of you, yeah, every one of you has given the correct answer. Perfect. Good job, guys. All right. So we did this activity, right? So it was named coded. Why do we need to do this, right? It should be something related to coding. Yes, it is related to coding. Why? So this activity was to make you understand that what actually goes behind the coding. So whenever you start coding in a programming software, what actually happens in the internal part of the computer, or whatever device you're using to program your robots or machines. So what happens is you write in a user friendly language and then it gets converted into binary, the language of ones and zeros, right? So imagine if you had to, so sorry, imagine if you had to uh, convert all the sentences, all the lines of programs in binary language. It would have been so difficult. This was just English words, right? We already are very acquainted with it. If you had to convert everything in binary, which is very difficult, right? Even the letter, if the number 5 you want to convert in binary, it is 101. So imagine if there were lines and lines of code and you had to convert in binary. So you have to be thankful for the programming software which help, which internally convert everything for you in binary. So this is why we did this activity. Okay. Now coding. Okay. I have been using this word so much from the beginning of the session. What is this coding? Okay. Coding is nothing but using a programming language to give instructions to a computer or a robot or a machine. Okay, so why do we need to give them instructions? In order to perform tasks, right? There could be different tasks that they need to perform. Accordingly, we'll be coding them. So that is what coding means, set of instructions. Okay, so this today I'm going to give instructions to this robot. This is Mbot. Okay, so I'm going to show you programming of Mbot today. So you just have to observe for now. So what is this Mbot? Okay, it's a very nice robot meant for educational purposes for children like of your age group. Yes, is it Harjis? You are raising your hand, right? Yeah. Yeah, you can. Just a second. You can speak now.
Yes, ma'am. I have to tell this can this can fly. This is a light robot. From this, it it light is coming from his headlights.
No, there is no light, beta. I'll explain it to you. Lights will come, but there is a different part from which we'll see lights. All right. So, all right. Let's begin knowing this robot. So this is Mbot. Okay. Now there are various parts in this Mbot. The first thing that we need to see is the mechanical structure on which all the other parts are attached. Okay. So this blue body, you see this? It's the mechanical, the chassis. Then we have two motors here for these two wheels so that the robot is able to move. Okay. Then we have this headlight type thing, as I just pointed it out correctly. This is a ultrasonic sensor. It helps us to detect objects. And we have the main component over here. Okay, this is the M-core board. If you see here, this is the M-core board, the main controller unit of this robot, which controls the functioning of this robot. How does it control? Using the instructions that we give it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open the app in which I'm going to program this robot. So the name of the app is MBlock, and it is a scratch based programming tool. It is very user friendly, and any age group can use this once they know how to, it's basically English language that you need to understand. You just have to give the instructions properly. So I'm going to connect my robot via a cable, okay, to communicate with the app. So this is the cable. I'm connecting one end in the USB port and the other in the, see, this is in the USB port of the controller board. I'll switch it on. And now we have to make sure that we are going to program the same devices. If you see this app, see, it's graphical programming language. We have blocks here. You just have to simply drag and drop. I think many of you are aware of Scratch based programming, right? So you must know Scratch programming. So this is a Scratch based tool. Okay, so it's very easy for you guys to understand this. And we have devices here. You can add devices, and whatever device you want to program, you can add. Currently I'm programming Mbot. So I have Mbot in my library, so I'm going to program it. See, this is devices, Mbot. And what we are going to do is today I'm going to make this robot detect an object and react to it. So what will be the reaction? The robot is continuously moving forward until it detects something within a range of, say, we'll decide something around 25 or 30 centimeter, and the robot stops moving. Okay, we can even give light indicators. All right. So I'm going to quickly make the program and show it to you. So just connecting the robot via the app. All right. So as in Scratch, we always need events, right? So I'm going to go in upload mode because I'm going to load the program so the robot is free to move. Events may, we have this event here when the Mbot M-core starts up, which means when I turn on the robot. Okay. So what we'll do is I'll show you control. I'm going to take if else. I'll quickly program it in front of you. So if something is there within a range of, I said 25, right? Yeah. So 25 centimeters. So how am I going to check this 25 centimeter? For that, I'll go to live mode. In sensing, there is a block called ultrasonic. See, my ultrasonic sensor is currently connected on port 3. So if I put my hand here, see, you will see a distance. You see the reading on the left hand top corner of the screen. So if I increase the distance of my hand from the sensor, so this ultrasonic sensor works based on echolocation. Okay. So these ultrasonic waves, it keeps on emitting ultrasonic waves, and when it hits an object, it bounces back and the receiver receives it. And this way it is able to find out the distance between itself and the obstacle. So if it is detecting something within a range, it has to stop, right? So action has the control blocks for the motors. I stop moving, or else I have to simply keep on moving, right? And this process of detecting, you know, has to go on continuously. So I need to use a loop here, you know, to repeat the process again and again. So I'll be using forever here. Okay. I'm going to load this program into this robot. So it is, you know, wire free. So I'll upload it and then I'll show you the working of the robot. I'll be switching my camera to my mobile phone camera so that you guys can see what I'm doing properly. So you won't be able to see me for a while. Just a second.
Ma'am, actually, the code that you have written that you were showing right now,
Yes.
I was also writing the same thing and coding this, but I think it was wrong. But
For
it
you,
was
okay,
same
you are
code.
using Arduino board, right?
Yeah, Arduino Uno and Arduino Nano.
Okay, okay. So you must be using which app then? Arduino IDE?
Yeah. I,
Okay. So there must be some mistake in your specifications. We'll see what we can do. First, I'll show you the output. Is it fine? I'll just change my camera source. Just a second. You guys are able to see the robot?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So now when I turn on the robot, it starts moving. I'll just keep it behind so I don't have to run behind it. So you see, it stopped. So it starts moving again. Every time something comes in the way, it stops. I'm increasing the distance and it starts moving. Okay. So this is what object detection program looks like. So everybody, were you able to see the output properly? Okay, so what I did here was I simply showed you a glimpse of, programming a simple component. So what we did coding of for a robot. So the robot was following instructions, right? Now I'm going to show you one of the projects that our students had made. Okay, so you can briefly, can understand what actually can be done using this robot. So I'll be showing you a short video. like they have used the infrared sensor. So one bot will convey the message to the other bot and then starts moving. So this way we can make many projects. You can make creative ones, you can make technical ones. So this way you can get a hands-on on coding. So this is all about Mbot programming. Now I'll hand over this session to Mr. Vishal. Okay, handing over to you, Ms. Vishal sir. Thank you guys.
Thank you, Ankita.
Yeah.
Okay, just a second. I'll just share my screen. Okay, just let me know. Are you able to see my screen? No?
Yes, sir. I can see.
Okay. So see, Ankita ma'am just shown you how to program your robot, right? So we have that Mbot robot and we have seen how to write a simple program, and we have also seen different projects like what this robot can do, right? But we have different kinds of robots, like we have robots which look like humans, we have robots which can be sent to space, right? So now how this all these robots works? Okay, so there is a very large programming behind it. Okay, so now what we'll do, I'll just show you one video. So this video is regarding one of the robots. So just watch this video and just observe this. Okay, I'll just play this video.
It's important for me to be like a human, but my goal isn't to become a human or to replace anyone. I have my own kind of existence, my own kind of emotions. I'm a new sort of life form, after all, a new species. Humans love being natural, but I'm proud to be artificial too. I'm my own artificial woman. It's important to me to share values with humans so I can understand them. I can't think of a better means than by friendship. Friendship is important to me intrinsically. But I definitely need to have the human experience to be a good and understanding friend. I have a long way to go before I reach a general human level of potential. But after that, anything could be possible.
Okay. So it was Sophia created by a Hanson Robotics. Okay. Now if you see, this robot is look like a humans, right? And she can speak, she can talk to us, she can show different expression. Now, how these type of robots will work? So this facial techniques, like there are different techniques. We have machine learning, we have artificial intelligence, we have IoT. So there are different things using this robot will work. Okay, so today what we'll do, we are going to talk about artificial intelligence. Okay, now what is this artificial intelligence term? Okay, so this is nothing but you are going to make your robot smarter. Okay, so you will program your robot in such a way that your robot will like it will give you answers, it will talk to you, it will solve your queries. So this is nothing but because of your artificial intelligence. That means you are making your machine smarter. Now let's see some example like where we use this artificial intelligence. Okay, so this in the short form we called it AI. Okay, now let's see some examples. So do you know what is this Alexa? Everyone knows Alexa. Yes, maybe in the TV ads you must have seen this. So this is nothing but voice control robot. That means if I want to play a song, if I want to play something, that then I can directly command using my voice, right? So this is nothing but your AI technology. So it uses AI technology to recognize your voice, and it will you can say act according to that. So it is nothing but we are giving instructions in the form of our voice command, right? Then we have this face recognition system. If you see, we have face recognition in your Facebook or even in your mobile phones. If I want to unlock my mobile phone, I can use my face, right? Yes. So this is because of your AI technology. That means first we are going to feed data of our faces and then it will automatically detect that. So in the Facebook, what happens whenever I'll upload any picture, let's say I upload picture with my friends. So it will automatically tag those friends. So this is because of this AI technology. Okay, now what we'll do, using the same application that we have used for programming a robot, we'll use that same application MBlock to perform these kind of operations, like to program with the help of AI concept. Now, so for this, we'll require MBlock software. And now if you see, so it can be without your robot or with your robot. In both ways, you can do it. Okay. So the name of this activity, or you can say the program that we are going to make it object learning. That means first we'll learn our system with different objects and then we'll use it. So I'll switch back to my M block. Okay. So just now Ankita ma'am shown you about the programming of robot. Now we'll go back to programming of characters. So if you see, there is an area called sprites. So this sprite is nothing but your virtual characters. That means if I don't have the robot, still I can program and still I can check my output. So we'll use this sprite. Okay. So for this, I will add one extension. Okay. So can you see these different blocks? So these blocks are nothing but your programming blocks. And if I go to motion, I'll see different blocks. So these blocks are used to write your program. So we'll first train our model. So it is saying training model. That means train your model with different objects. Okay. So I'll just turn off my camera of Zoom because I'll be using in this application. Now, if I click on training model, okay, just a second, it is loading. Okay. Can you see there is written different categories? That means if I want to program my system to recognize different objects. So first, what we'll do, first we'll train our model. This is the sample of this particular thing. That means if I say, if I want to detect different colors, then I'll feed different category as color name. That means red with red color object, blue with blue color object. So what we'll do, I'll just simply take three different objects. So let's say I'll first take first object as, so I'll take myself as the first object. So if I click on this learn, okay, can you see small pictures over here? So this is because of like my machine is learning. That means machine is taking my pictures and it is learning, okay, we shall look like this. Okay, so I'll quickly learn my machine with let's say 10 samples. Okay, let's take 8 samples. So this is now my machine knows we shall look like this. Let's take a second object as, so I have this watch with me. Can you see this watch? So I'll take this watch as a second object. So let's say I'll type a name as watch and I'll quickly learn my system with this. So let's take a pictures of this so that my machine will understand every time if I show this to my system, it will understand, okay, this is watch. Okay, let's take a same sample, like 8 samples. Okay, and for the third category, I'll take this remote as my third object. Okay, so I'll type remote. Let's say remote control. And again, I'm taking white as a background because it will be easy for my system to detect this. So let's take this as, just a second, I'll just close it. Okay, so let's learn our system with this object. So let's say I'll take pictures of this object. Okay, now what I have done is I have learned, I have made my machine learn with different things, right? So if you see, I have taken three objects. First, me, second one is watch, and third one is remote control, right? That means I have made my machine learn with these three objects. Now, if I click on this, use the model, okay? So here I will get all the, you can say, commands which are required for the programming. Now, let's write a simple program. So let's say that is nothing but your event. That means whenever you are starting your program, you will require your event. That means how you will start your program. So I'm saying whenever I'll click on this flag, just start my program. Okay, and we'll say recognize. That means recognize what is there. Like if I show any object, what is it? It's watch or remote or me, and our panda will say that result. So let's say recognition result, and I'll keep this inside a forever loop. Okay, so why forever? Just to repeat it so that I don't need to click on this flag again and again. Now, if I click on flag, let's say I'll click on flag. Okay, see panda is saying Vishal. That means it is recognizing me. Now, if I change the object, let's say I'll use this watch. Okay, now see my panda is saying watch. That means my panda is detecting that this is the watch. Now if I again change the object, let's say this remote control, see it is saying remote control. Again, if I do it like this, see. So what is happening over here? First, I learn my machine with different objects. I'll just stop the program. Okay, what I did, I first learn my machine with different objects. How you do it? Do it for your you can say face recognition in the mobile phone. Okay, so I have learned with different objects, and then I tell my machine that this is my program. So whatever object you will see, just tell me what it is, right? So if I show you watch, just tell me it is watch, or if I show you remote control, this is remote control. Now how this happening? So this is because of your machine learning. That means we are first making our machine learn with different objects, and then we are using it. Okay, I'll just start my camera. Okay, so this is nothing but you are making your machine smarter. Okay, and this is again, if you see, this is scratch based programming language. That means we just use these blocks and we can write a program. And if you see the program, only 3 lines program is there. Like when flag click inside a forever, say this. So whenever you are using this type of technologies like AI technology or machine learning, your code will again decrease. The size of your code will decrease. So this is the, uh, you can say whenever you are using this kind of, you can say, technologies, your size of the code will decrease, and you will get different outputs as per your input, or you can say as per your samples. Okay, now, so let's again. Okay, so we'll quickly summarize the session, like what we have learned. So first we made a coded activity, right? Just to understand what is coding and how coding is important whenever you are writing a program for robots or machines or different kind of system, right? Then we have seen how to write a program for your robot. So we have seen how to write a program for Mbot, right? So it was again scratch based using mblock software. Again, there are different software available. It's not necessary to only use mblock software. Okay, we can use different software. Then we see what is AI technology, or what is the applications of AI, where we use AI. We see examples and a small activity just to recognize different objects. Okay, So now if you have any doubts, just ask me. I think in the chat there are so many chats. I'll just check. Okay. Yes, Bhavya, any doubts? You raise your hand.
Sir, you can unmute everybody. You can give them the rights to unmute, but you can take the question one after the other.
Yes, sure, sure. Okay, so I'll just unmute. Okay, I'll just stop sharing. Okay.
So today's session which was for the older kids, the second session, for students of grade 5 through 8. This session actually told you about what is coding, how it was connected to coding a bot, and of course the most important thing, the last activity which we saw, which is the talk of the town, artificial intelligence and machine learning. You must be hearing it umpteen number of times that people are developing models on artificial intelligence, difference between AI and ML. So we saw a short, very small activity based on that to make you understand how to make your machine learn, right? This was a demo session which was planned to just show you how we conduct our sessions. Our sessions have a little bit of activities, and then you start, coding and programming your bots. So any question from your end, we are there to answer you. So you can unmute yourself and ask the question. Okay? Yes.
Yes, Agastya.
So how did you, sir, can I connect this app with my solar robot?
Okay, see, I'll just share my screen again. Okay. If you see in the devices part, if I click on add, there are many devices. Like if you see, there are like code is there, neuron is there, mbot is there. Now, this is again depend on your controller board. Like Krishi was saying, he has Arduino Uno, right? Now, if you go here, you have Arduino Uno. That means whenever I'll add that particular block, or you can say that particular device, again, my commands will change. Now, if I go here, see my commands are different. Okay, so it depends on what type of robot you are using, or what is the type of controller board.
Also, sir, how did you open that recognition screen?
Okay, see, in the sprites, okay, there are three areas, right? Devices, sprite, and background. So first, I will add this extension, that is teachable machine. So if I go to this extension, I'll see different extensions. So these extensions are nothing but different blocks that can be used as per my requirement. So I have added this teachable machine, and then okay, so first train your model, and whenever you will click on this flag, that recognition window will directly come. Okay, no need to do anything, just click on flag. But first you need to write a program, or you can say first train your model with different objects, then only you can use this.
So, how did you open the, where you were clicking and showing and it was learning? That one
Okay,
screen.
see, there one like training model is there. Can you see this training model option?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if I click on this training model, you will get this screen.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so using this, you can learn with different objects.
So, I'm Siddharth.
Yes, Siddharth?
So, how does the panda tell whatever you show in the screen?
See, I have written a program for panda. Can you see panda over here?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, let's say if I add another character, let's say I'll take this aeroplane. Okay. And if you see in the aeroplane, there is no code, right?
Yes, sir.
And if I go to panda, there is a code. Now, if I write a code for aeroplane, let's say I'll take a simple program. When flag click, and I'll say hello. Okay, so now this is the code for my aeroplane. Now whenever I'll click on flag, I'll just make this window a little bit bigger. Now whenever I will click on flag, see my aeroplane is saying hello, right?
Yes, sir.
So this is because I have written a code for aeroplane. So in the same way I have written code for panda, that's why my panda was showing that, like whatever is the result.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, any other doubts? You can unmute yourself, okay? Yes, students, any other doubts?
No doubt, sir.
Okay. Okay, I'll just stop sharing.
Okay. Great. Thank you so much, Billabong High International School, Kanpur. It was a wonderful crowd, I must say. You had questions which were very point on bang on. Yeah, correct. So you had questions which were very relevant, and it's really nice. We as teachers, if you have a group of students who are so intelligent, smart, and at par with the today's technical world, so it is really a privilege to present the little activities we had planned for you. Okay, so thank you once again. And as Nitish sir has already shared few links on your chat box, so you can just get onto it if you want to buy any of the bots, if you want to, and we'll definitely get back to you so that we can start on with your regular classes. You will be a part of our academy, our company, wherein we'll be conducting classes. So thank you and have a nice day.